Thank you. Paul! Darling! Hurry up!
Okay. Okay.
Hello? Yes, he'll be with you in one more flight. All right, thank you. Now, sweetheart, don't expect too much. The printer's not here yet, and the paint didn't come out exactly right. But I think it's gonna be beautiful. Paul? Paul, are you all right?
I'm coming. I'm coming.
He's coming. He's coming back. Hi, sweetheart. Well, say something.
Oh, it's 6 flights. Did you know it's 6 flights?
It isn't. It's 5.
And what about that big thing hanging outside the belly?
It's not a flight. It's a stoop.
It may look like a stoop, but it climbs like a flight.
Is that all you had to say?
I didn't think I'd get that much out. It didn't seem like 6 flights when I first saw the apartment.
It's because we didn't see it. Don't you remember? The woman wasn't home. You saw the 3rd floor apartment.
Oh, then that's why.
You don't like it. You really don't like it.
I do like it. I'm just waiting for my eyes to clear first.
I expected you to walk in here and say, wow.
I will. Okay. Oh. Wow.
It would be beautiful. I promise you. He just came home a little too soon.
You know, I really did miss you.
Did you really?
Yeah, right in the middle of Monday morning conference, I began to feel sexy.
That's marvelous. Oh, I have an idea. Let's take a cab back to the plaza. We still have an hour left before checkout.
We can't. We took a towel into ashtrays. We're hot.
My goodness, you still love me.
Well, after 6 days at the plaza, what's the trick?
But that was the honeymoon. Now we're on a regular schedule. I thought you'd come home tonight and we'd shake hands and begin the marriage.
How do you do?
My turn to say wow. For a lawyer, you're some good kisser.
For a kisser, I'm some good lawyer.
What is that supposed to mean? Something good? Something wonderful? Oh, well, for Pete's sake, say something.
It's not positive yet. The office is supposed to call and let me know in 5 minutes.
Oh, they called.
What?
I mean, they're calling.
When?
Now.
Where? There. Why didn't you tell me?
You kissed me. You caught me all crazy, and I forgot.
Yeah, listen, what? Oh, very funny. For a lawyer, I'm some good kisser. Come on. Quick, tell me, well. You're kidding, the whole thing? Oh, Frank, baby, I love you. What do you mean, nervous? I passed the bar, didn't I? Oh, yes, I'll go over everything tonight. I'll meet you at Tracks at 8 o'clock in the morning. We'll go over the briefs. Hey, what kind of tie do I wear? I don't know. I thought maybe something flowing, like Oliver Wendell Holmes. Right! Did you hear? Did you hear?
What about tonight?
I'm gonna be in court tomorrow morning. I got my first case.
What about tonight?
I have to go for the briefs. Marshall has to be in Washington tomorrow, and he wants me to take over with Frank, but it's really my case. Oh, God, baby, I'm gonna be a lawyer.
That's wonderful. I just thought we were going to spend tonight together.
Oh, no, we'll spend tomorrow night together. Oh, I hope I brought those affidavits.
I brought a black nightgown.
Marshall had everything laid out at the office. It seems simple enough. A hurry or a suing woman for non-payment of bills.
Then I was gonna cook you a spaghetti in a white clam sauce. In a bikini.
We're representing furry. He made 4 specially tailored coats for this woman on Park Avenue. Now she doesn't want the coats.
I found this great thing on 8th Street. It's a crossword puzzle. And it uses dirty words.
The furrier can't get rid of the coats. I mean, she's only 4'8". I mean, what's he gonna do? Sell them to a rich little girl?
Then I was gonna put on a record and do an authentic Cambodian fertility dance.
He'll be trouble as he didn't get a signed contract. What are you doing?
I'm trying to get you all hot and bothered. And you're summing up for the jury. Paul, the whole marriage is over.
Honey, I'm sorry, I guess I'm pretty excited. Hey, you want me to be rich and famous, don't you?
During the day, and I want you here, and I want you sexy.
I will. Just as soon as Birnbaum versus Gump is over. I tell you what, tomorrow night is your night. We'll do whatever you want.
Something wild, insane, and crazy?
Yeah, I promise.
Like what?
Well, I'll come home early and we'll wallpaper each other.
Yeah, we do tonight.
No, we can't do it tonight because tonight I have to work. Except where do I sit?
The furniture will be here by 5, they promised.
What? It's 5:30. What do we do? Sleep in Bloomingdale's tonight?
Don't get upset. I'm sure you're just stuck in traffic.
Hey, what do we do about tonight? I got a case in court in the morning. Maybe we should check into a hotel.
No, we just checked out of a hotel. I don't care if the furniture doesn't get here tonight. I'm spending tonight in my apartment.
Where? There's only room for one in the bathtub. Where's the bathtub?
There isn't a bathtub.
No bathtub?
There's a shower.
How am I going to take a bath?
You don't take a bath. You'll take a shower.
I don't like showers, Corey. I like baths. How am I going to take a bath?
You'll lie down in the shower and hang your feet over the sink. I'm sorry, Paul, there's no bathtub.
What? All the nights. Yeah, it's freezing in here. Isn't there any heat?
Of course, we have a radiator.
The radiator's the coldest thing in this room.
It's probably the boiler. It's probably up in the whole building.
No. It was warm coming up the stairs. See, it's nice and warm out here.
Maybe it's because the apartment's empty.
The hall's empty too, but it's warm out here.
Okay, fire going to the stove?
You have to keep the flame going night and day. I'll call the landlord.
He's not here.
Where is he?
Florida. But there's a handyman who comes on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays.
You mean we freeze on Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays?
Only for one night.
What do we do about tonight? I have a case in court in the morning.
Will you stop saying it like you have a case in court every morning? It's your first one.
Well, what do we do?
I'll get a fire going in the stove, and you can take your books by them, and I'll put a shawl on you like Abraham Lincoln.
Is that supposed to be funny?
No, it was supposed to be nasty. Just came out funny. What are you doing?
I'm checking to see if the windows are closed.
They're closed. I looked.
Why is it windy in here?
I don't feel a draft.
I didn't say draft. I said wind. There's a brisk northeasterly wind blowing in this room.
You don't have to get sarcastic.
I'm not getting sarcastic. I'm getting chapped lips.
How can there be wind in a closed room?
How's this for an answer? There's a hole in the skylight.
Oh. Gee, I didn't see that before, did you?
I didn't see this apartment before.
Don't get upset. I'm sure it can be fixed. In the meantime, we'll plug it up with something.
How? How? That's 20 feet high. You'd have to fly over in a plane and drop something in.
It's only for one night, and it's not that cold.
In February? Do you know what it's like at 3 o'clock in the A light? What?
Snow?
No! It's gonna snow tonight in here.
They're wrong as often as they're right.
I'm gonna be shoveling snow in my own living room.
It's a little hole.
Always! With that wind, it could blow 6-foot drifts in the bathroom. Honestly, Corey, I don't see how you can be so calm about this.
What do you expect me to do, Paul?
Go to pieces like me. It's only natural.
I have a better attitude. I'll keep you warm. And there's no charge electricity.
I can see I haven't got much of a law career ahead of me.
Good. I hope we starve and they find us up here dead in each other's arms.
Frozen and skinny lovers found out on the street.
Are we in love again?
We're in love again.
Yeah.
Yep, it's me. What are you doing? We should send it over to the house. I get dropped off at the junction. I could make it 5:45, but I didn't want anybody at the station to see me.
I know, Bill.
Something told me you'd be over here tonight. I don't know. Just something. It's nice out tonight, huh? Spring?
Yeah. Spring.
Smells good. The earth. And the trees. Everything's waking up. New life's coming in. I got out of prison at 12. The warden, he's the prince of the chap. We shook hands, and you glad to see me in?
You know I am, Bill.
Feels good to see you. Feels good to be back. 2 years, wow. Seems more like 10.
I'm so glad to see you, Bill.
Same here. I guess I would have been all shot to pieces if I never got your letters. I don't know, the thought of you waiting just somehow, somehow.
It's all right, Bill.
Something told me you'd be over here tonight. It's funny. Thank you, Amy, for all your kindness and all your goodness.
That's all right, Bill.
You okay, Amy?
Yeah. I'm all right. It's just seeing you.
Sure, I understand. Nice of your mother to slip us that money when she sold the house.
Yes. She's leaving for Sedalia tomorrow.
Is she?
Yes.
I learned a lot while I was away.
Yes.
It's funny. Same old moon. The same old stars. Same rain comes down on all of us. Doesn't know whether we're a crook or an angel or a cockeyed Chinaman. And it doesn't give a damn. Just says, here I am. What the hell are you going to do about it? And it's good, too. Doesn't give us any pain or any heartache. Doesn't take anything from us, it gives us everything. There's a lot of good in people, and if you look for it, trouble is we never look for it. We always say, I'm okay and the other guy is all wrong. But I don't know, when you're lying in your bunk at night with men all around, it's different. You can feel it. Seems to be an understanding.
I know, Biv.
Sure you do. You always know. It's quiet, isn't it?
Yeah.
I wonder who's got that music box going.
It's coming from that house over yonder.
What's it playing? It's something new, isn't it?
Yes. Let the rest of the world go by.
If the rest of the world go by, I guess we'll have to let this town go by, huh, Amy?
All right, Biff.
Is that okay with you?
Yes, Biff. Wherever you go, I go.
I ought to take us a day to pack. I'll go over Hillsdale and make the arrangements.
All right.
Something big's coming up for Biff Grimes and his wife. I can feel it in my bones. Biff Grimes is going to be Biff Grimes, yes sir. There ain't going to be nothing too big for Biff Grimes and his family. God, I feel good. You want to go home, honey?
Yes.
Okay. I love you, Amy. I think you're the loveliest lady in the world. I love your hair, and your eyes, and your mouth.
I love you too, Biff.
Look at that whole sky. There must be a million stars up. And the moon's full. And it's spring. Let's walk home.
What?
Oh God, sorry, did I wake you?
You scared me, for Christ's sake. What are you doing?
I'm sorry. I didn't realize it had gotten so late. I'm done for the night.
Good.
Well, I can let myself out.
Good.
When should I come back?
Come back.
Yeah, no, when you're finished, maybe tomorrow.
We have a funeral tomorrow.
Alright, sorry. I was going to 10 if that's alright.
Yes.
What about Sunday? Will you be around?
You've had 3 days.
I'd love to get in some more time up there.
How much longer do you need?
Another week at least.
Are you joking?
No. Do you know how much stuff there is?
A week?
I know you'll need anybody in your hair right now. Look, I spent the last couple of days getting everything sorted out. It's mostly notebooks. He stayed at the mall. Now that I've gotten them in order, I don't have to work here. I can take some stuff home, read it, bring it back.
No.
I'll be careful.
My father wouldn't want anything moved in. I don't want anything to leave this house.
Someone needs to go through your desk.
You're wasting your time.
Someone should read those notebooks.
There's nothing up there. It's garbage.
There are 103 notebooks.
I've looked at those. It's gibberish.
Someone should read them.
He was crazy.
That's what you wrote them.
He was a graphomaniac, Harold. Do you know what that is?
I know, he wrote compulsively. Call me that.
There's no connection between the ideas. There's no ideas. It's like a monkey at a typewriter, 103 notebooks full of bullshit.
Well, let's make sure they're bullshit.
I'm sure.
I'm prepared to look at every page. Are you?
No, I'm not crazy.
Well, I'm gonna be late. Some friends of mine are in this band. They're playing a bar up on University, way down the bill. They're probably going on around 2:30. I said I'd be there.
Great.
They're on the math department. They're really good. They have this great song. You'd like it. It's called I. Lowercase I. They stand there and don't play anything for 3 minutes.
Imaginary number?
It's a math joke. You see why they're way down the bill.
Long drive to see some nerds in a band.
God, I hate when people say that. It's not that long drive.
So
They're raging geeks, but they're geeks who, can dress themselves, hold down a job at a major university. Some of them switch from glasses to contacts. They play sports, they play band. They get laid surprisingly often, so in that sense, they sort of make you question the whole set of terms. Geek, nerd, wonk, weed, doper, pace theater.
you're in this band, aren't you?
Okay, yes. Drugs. You want to come? I never sing, I swear to God.
No thanks.
All right. Look, Catherine, Monday, what do you say?
Don't you have a job?
Yeah, I have a full teaching load this quarter plus my own work.
Plus band practice.
I don't have time to do this, but I'm going to, if you'll let me. I loved your dad. I don't believe a mind like his can just shut down. He had lucid moments. He had a lucid year, a whole year, 4 years ago.
It wasn't a year. It was more like 9 months.
A school year. He was advising students. I was stalled on my PhD. I was this close to quitting. I met with your dad, and he put me on the right track with research. I owe him.
Sorry.
Look, You're 25, right?
How old are you?
Doesn't matter. Listen.
Fuck you! How old are you?
I'm 28 already. Look, when your dad was younger than both of us, he made major contributions to 3 fields: game theory, algebraic geometry, and nonlinear operator theory. Most of us never get our heads around why. And he basically invented the mathematical techniques for studying rational behavior, which economists have been milking for Nobels ever since. And he gave astrophysicists plenty of work over too, okay?
Don't lecture me.
I'm not. I'm telling you, if I came up with 1/10 of the shit your dad produced, I could write my own ticket to any math department in the country.
Give me your backpack.
What?
Give me your backpack.
Why?
I want to look inside it.
What?
Open it and give it to me.
Come on.
You're not taking anything out of this house.
I wouldn't do
You're
that.
hoping to find something upstairs that you can publish.
Sure.
Then you can write your own ticket?
What? No, it would be under your dad's name. It would be for your dad.
I don't believe you. You have a notebook in that backpack.
What are you talking about?
Give it to me.
You're being a little paranoid.
Paranoid?
Maybe a little.
Fuck you! You have a notebook in that backpack.
I think you should calm down and think about what you're saying.
I'm saying that you're lying to me and stealing my family's property.
And I think that sounds paranoid.
Well, just because it sounds paranoid doesn't mean you don't have a notebook in that backpack.
You just said yourself there wasn't anything up there, didn't
I
you?
said-
Didn't you say that?
Yes.
So, what would I take, right?
You're right.
Thank you.
So you don't need to come back.
Please, someone needs to make sure whether
I
there's
lived with him. I fed him, I talked to him. Listened when he talked. Talked to people who weren't there. Watched him shuffle around like a ghost. A very smelly ghost. I had to make sure he bathed my own father.
I'm sorry, I shouldn't.
And after my mother died, it was just me here. I tried to do whatever I could to make him happy, no matter what idiotic project he was doing. He used to read all day. He kept demanding more and more books. I took them out of the library by the carloads. Then I realized he wasn't reading. He believed aliens were sending him messages through the Dewey Decimal numbers on the library books. He was trying to work out the code.
What kind of messages?
Beautiful mathematics, the most elegant proofs, perfect proofs, proofs like magic.
Sounds good.
Plus, fashion tips, knock-knock jokes. I mean, he was nuts, okay?
He He was ill. It was a tragedy.
Later, the writing phase, scribbling 19, 20 hours a day. I ordered him a case of notebooks and he used every one. I dropped out of school. I'm glad he's dead.
I understand why you feel that way.
Fuck you.
You're right. I can't imagine dealing with that. It must have been awful. I know you...
You don't know me. I want to be alone. I don't want him here.
Him?
You. I don't want you here.
Why?
He's dead.
But I'm not.
He's dead, and I don't need any proteges around.
There will be others.
What?
You think I'm the only one? People are already working over stuff. Someone's gonna read those notebooks.
I'll do it.
No. You...
He's my father. I'll do it.
You can't.
Why not?
You don't have the math. It squiggles on a page. You don't know the good stuff from the junk.
It's all junk.
If it isn't, we can't afford to miss anything through carelessness.
I know mathematics.
If there was anything up there, it would be pretty high, or it would take a professional to recognize it.
I think I can recognize it.
Kathy,
What?
I know your dad taught you some basic stuff, but come on.
You don't think I can do it?
I'm sorry, I know that you couldn't.
Huh.
Oh, take me. Come on. This isn't an airport.
You can come back tomorrow.
Exercise is great. I run along the lake a couple mornings a week. It isn't too cold yet. If you wanted to come sometime, I could pick you up. We wouldn't have to talk.
Thanks.
All right. Well, gonna be late for the show, and I better go.
Good night.
It's seriously like 20 minutes up to the club. We go on, we play, we're terrible, but we buy everyone drinks afterward to make up for it. You're home by 4:30.
Good night.
Good night.
Oh, wait, your coat.
No, you don't have to. Wait,
I'm paranoid?
just hold on.
You think I should go jogging?
Can I please just...
Get out!
Listen to me.
Get the fuck out of my house!
Let me
You
explain.
stole this!
I wanna
You
show
stole
you
this from
something.
me! You stole this from my father! Give it
I
back!
want to show you something. Will you calm down?
I'm calling the police.
Don't, look. I borrowed the book, all right? I'm sorry. I just picked it up before I came downstairs and thought
Hello?
I did it for a
Police?
reason. I noticed something your father wrote, all right? Not math,
Yes.
something you wrote.
I'd like to report a robbery in progress.
Here, let me show you.
A robbery!
Will you put the fucking phone down and listen to me?
Yes, I'm at 5724
It's about you,
South.
see? It was written about you. Here's your name, Kathy, see? A good day. Some very good news from Catherine. I didn't know what that referred to, but I thought you might.
When did you write this?
I think 4 years ago. The handwriting is steady. It must have been during his remission. There's more. Machinery not working yet, but I am patient. The machine is what he called his mind, his ability to do mathematics. I know I'll get there. I'm an old mechanic who, after years of greasy work on a hopeless wreck, turns the ignition and hears a faint cough. I'm not driving yet, but there's cause for optimism. Talking with students helps. So does being outside, eating meals in restaurants, riding buses, and the activities of a normal life. Most of all, Kathy. The years she has lost caring for me, I almost wrote wasted. Yet her refusal to let me be institutionalized, her keeping me at home, caring for me herself, has certainly saved my life. Made writing this possible, made it possible to imagine doing doing math again. Where does her strength come from? I can never repay her. Today is her birthday. She's 21. I'm taking her to dinner. It's September 4th. That's tomorrow.
It's today.
You're right. I thought you might want to see it. I should have tried to sneak it out. Tomorrow I was going to, it seems stupid now. I was going to get grafted. Happy birthday.
Thank you for the most embarrassing night of my life. Thank you very much for the most awful, horrible nightmare evening I've ever had. I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to look at you. I don't even want to know you. Why should I let you in?
Because it's my apartment.
Not good enough.
All right. Open or you'll be denied my reassuring masculinity to settle up to and protect you from the creature that hides under the bed. I'll be gone when he gets in the middle of the night, Michelle. I won't be able to save you because the door is locked. All right, I'm going. Here's the elevator. I'm going. I'm in the elevator. The doors are closing. That's all the creature wanted to hear. Boy, you're his now. I'm on the elevator going down. Goodbye, Michelle. Bye, creature. I'm in the lobby. Look, it's late. I'm tired. I want to get out of these clothes. Hey, Stella! 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 I don't know what you're so upset about. A bunch of
It
flowers.
wasn't just a bunch of flowers. It was a bridal bouquet. She threw it to me because I was the only single girl at that wedding.
Come on, everybody knows we live together.
As if it isn't bad enough being the only unmarried girl with all of her friends telling me about their successful husbands, you have to totally humiliate me.
It was a reflex action. I saw flowers coming. Reached down and I grabbed them.
Humiliated.
Because I got the bridal bouquet.
Because you threw it back!
What did you want me to do,
You
Larry?
could have given it to me. It would have been a lovely gesture.
Oh yeah, like the lovely gesture gestured me in front of everybody. You know, the paramedics are still working on the grandmothers.
You deserved it. Alan, don't you know about the bridal bouquet?
Tell me.
Whoever catches it is the next girl to be married.
You are the next girl to be married.
I am.
You were the only single girl at that wedding. Look, I told you I was 2 years away from marriage.
You said that 2 years ago!
Yeah, and it's as true today as it was then.
Alan, sit up and get serious or I'm walking out that door and you'll never see me again.
It's 2 in the morning. You walk out on the street looking like that on 10% of whatever you make.
It's gross.
Gross, net. I don't care.
Woo! You know, you get a whole new perspective on a person from up here.
Oh, be gentle with me. Be gentle with me.
That's the seduction for the night. Come on. Here's your sexy look.
What sexy look?
One where your eyes get wide and your nose closes up and your mouth hangs open.
My nose closes up?
When is the last time you had to ask me to make love?
Never. You always know.
I know the nose. My obligation.
You make love to me because you're obligated?
I didn't mean that.
You know, this relationship goes deeper than sex, Michelle.
I don't need the reassurance.
Fine. I'll just go to sleep then because we're beyond sex.
I don't want to be beyond sex.
Well, because anybody else seeing the way you look will never be able to contain his nose. But I can. So no sex.
Because you love me.
Yes.
Well, I love you too. Good night.
Michelle. I can't breathe. Good kiss. Good bed. Room. You know what they got outside here? Loneliness. Just lots of people walking around very lonely. But in this room, it's harmony, contentment, love.
Marry me.
Death, desolation, despair.
Is it me? If it's me, I want to talk.
I know. We've been together long enough to know what we want and know it right now.
And?
Well, give me a day. Look, one day of absolute dedication to finding out what we want.
What we want? I'm sure.
Of what? Do you want to be married or do you want to be married to me?
What?
All you say is that you want to be married. Is that all you want? Yes, good. Marriage. For what? Family? Security? Or for you? Or you want to be married to me?
These are questions we should be answering together.
Well, we can't.
Why
Because
not?
I've lived with myself longer than I live with you. Come on, so you say live together, forever. That's a proposal I have to consider. No, but I'm flattered and I thank you so much.
You can take your time.
What are you doing? Come on, it's too late at night for affirmative action.
What? There's nothing more that I can offer you. I moved in with you because I love you, and I believe that I will go on loving you. So I talk about a future together. You're taking up too much of my future asking questions. And why is it every time I'm certain you have to try to confuse me?
Now you're making sense, huh? You want to be dressed to make sense and I'll be listening in my underwear and that's supposed to make us even? Fine. You know, if I was an insecure person, I'd be getting nervous.
And you are not supposed to answer the flowers. I am. They are
I'm not nervous. You want to know why? Because I know you too well, Vixen. You think you'll leave? No, I don't think so. I don't think you got what it takes to open that door. Oh, wait, what's wrong? What's wrong?
Alan, you are the first person that I've ever had real feelings for. You're my first everything.
Well, you too.
Then let it be love. If it doesn't work out, then it's something else. It can be love or it can be something else. Why do you have to think?
I know you have an idea of what you want. Look, all I want to know is if you're more in love with the idea than you are with me.
Maybe you shouldn't have said that.
Why not?
Because now you've got me thinking too.
Yeah, I really showed her.
Do you read Sex and the Single Girl by Helen Gurley Brown?
No.
Well, Helen Gurley says that if you go to a man's apartment after just beginning the acquaintanceship, you're just asking for trouble.
Really?
However, Dr. Albert Ellis in Sex and the Single Man encourages it.
Okay.
But I don't agree with either of them. I mean, how can you generalize about something like that? Am I right? I think who you are, who the man is, and what your particular needs are can't help but color your true feelings. That's why I'll wait for you out here.
What?
I'd rather wait for you out here.
Well, what for?
I just don't like to go to a person's apartment when I hardly know the person. Not that anything's going to happen. It's just the idea of the thing. You know what I mean.
Sure. But, like I told you, I think I left my gas on. We'll just go in, check the oven, and we'll leave.
Well, okay, but just for a second. I just don't like to go to a man's apartment when I hardly know him. You know what I mean.
Sure, you mean it's like the idea of the thing.
It's the idea of the thing. Oh, what nice decor. It sends off good vibrations. Very masculine. How much?
$135.
Gas and electric included?
Yep.
I don't smell any.
What?
Gas.
Oh, look, while you're here, you want to use my bathroom?
What?
Well, I know how girls have to go to the bathroom more than guys, and it is a long ride home.
Okay. Thanks.
Oh, that's funny. You know what I thought in the bathroom when I heard all those noises?
What noises?
When you were running around creating atmosphere. I thought to myself, oh boy, he's gonna do something gauche like make a pass, and all you wanted was a dance.
So, you want to dance?
I don't know. Do you want to dance?
Yeah, sure. I bet you can't guess where the music's coming from.
The phonograph.
No. My tape recorder. I got it about a year ago. I don't know what I ever did without it. Every once in a while I like to tape something groovy, like television specials or when Frank Sinatra's on. You know how many speakers I got?
No.
6.
I'm getting sleepy. I think you better
Wait a second. I want to talk to you for a little while.
About what?
Life.
Okay.
Can't talk to dance music.
Do you believe the man is a love object and the woman is the other?
What?
Did you read The Second Sex by Simone de Beauvoir?
No,
Well, that's what Simone says, but I don't agree. I mean, why do I have to be the other? I have just as much right to be the love object as a man does. What do you think?
Okay.
I'm glad you said that. What are you going to do? Why?
Well, because your mouth, it's so nice.
Oh, Judy! I think I better go. It's not that I'm not having a good time. It's the idea of how I'm having it. Oh, wait, don't stop. I'll try not to think about it. Wait, the blinds are up. People can look in.
Oh, don't worry about it. The windows will fog up. Oh, come on. You don't want a cold drink.
Yes, I do. I'm thirsty. May I speak frankly? A friend of mine was going with this guy she met in Central Park at the zoo. Well, she spent the whole weekend with him. I mean, it was a full 2.5 days. Do you know what I mean by full?
Sure. You mean full?
Right. I mean, the sexual thing was there, don't get me wrong. But so was the spirituality. Did you read The Prophet by Khalil Gibran?
No, I was going to read it. I just never got around to it.
Well, you know what he says? I am you, you are me, and we are one. Well, they were one in his house, her house, and all over town they were one. Then he was supposed to call one Monday. Well, the whole week goes by and he doesn't call. So then she bumps into him again at the zoo next Friday night. Well, he says, let's go to my place. I mean, can you imagine when he hadn't even called? So she says, what kind of girl do you think I am? Okay, no regrets. They were one and it was a full 2.5 days. Do you want to hear something really depressing? Not only didn't this guy call her, he never even bought her a Coke. If that doesn't depress you, I don't know what does. Oh, what a giving thing. That's no good. You have to be what you are. This may be you, but it's not me.
What is it?
May I speak frankly? I know we just met 30 minutes ago, but just what do I mean to
to you? I mean, am I just a passing train in the night you're having a transitory frolic with? Or are you more attracted to my inner being, and this might very well be the beginning of a meaningful relationship on a permanent basis?
The second one.
Wait, the first date! I don't believe in fooling around to the first date. I know that sounds old-fashioned, but those are my values. I mean, besides, we hardly know each other.
Oh, I know you. Well, yeah, I mean, even though I don't know you, sometimes you meet a person you've never seen before, but for some reason you just have a feeling that you know them. When I saw you tonight in Maxwell's Plum, I just knew I knew you.
Beautiful!
What's the matter?
I don't know you.
Well, what do you want to know?
Did you read The Art of Loving by Eric Fromm?
It just came out on paperback and they were all sold out.
Well, Fromm says whoever is capable of giving of himself is rich. That's why I like to be open to all experiences, like a blackboard to be written on. Oh, let's rest.
Well, what do you want to rest for? We haven't done anything.
I'd like a moment to reflect about things.
What things?
Could you stroke my hair? I like this. Jerry, shall I tell you how I feel?
Sure.
I am queen of the universe. The waves part and they engulf me. And the sea foam is warm. Warm. Kiss me, Jerry, kiss me. How do you feel?
Oh, warm like the sea foam.
Do you want me to stay?
Yes.
The whole night?
Yes, just don't talk so much.
But tell me that I am queen.
Oh, you are queen. You are queen.
Oh, thank you, Jerry. Say it again.
Look, could we just not talk so much and just do it?
Do what? I don't follow.
What do you mean you don't follow? What we came here for? Sex.
Jerry! That's not you talking! Jerry!
You're Jerry? I don't even know you. How can I be your Jerry?
You said you knew me and wasn't that I knew you knew. That's why I let you make advances towards me and wine me and dine me.
Are you crazy? You made the advances towards me. I didn't wine you and dine you. You asked me to buy you a cup of coffee, so I did.
I can't get over this. You mean to say all you wanted from this relationship was something cheap and smutty? Well, I have needs too, Jerry.
Look, Brent, let's just forget the whole thing, Brenda. I'll put you in a cab and it was nice and orderly. Why don't I ever have any luck? Every Saturday night I go to Maxwell's Plum and I either get a tease from some girl, or I get a brush, or I wind up with some nut. Tonight I had to get a combination. What is it about me, huh?
Jerry, it's obvious you're a slave to your erections.
What?
A woman is just an object to you, like an ice cream popsicle. Oh, you enjoy the flavor of it, but take care one day you try to discard the wrapper and the orange sherbet sticks to your fingers and you wind up feeling icky. Because all you know how to do is take. You never learn the meaning of reciprocal giving, and that's what love is. Am I right, Jerry?
I guess so.
Then take.
What?
Go ahead, Jerry. Take.
But I thought you said I don't reciprocate.
I'll give for both of us. No, Jerry. Wait, weren't you glad we waited? Wasn't it worth not rushing into? How many are we, Jerry? How many are we?
What?
We are.
Whoa.
We are.
One!
This is the fullest Saturday night I've ever had! Did you read the Cumberland Rabbits, Anya?
No, I was actually...
Chapter 1, in the beginning, men and women were created. In 100,000 commandments, they were laid down rules with regard to Arthur, Donna, and Karma. Karma meaning love, pleasure, and
sleep?
Jesus, you scared me.
I'm sorry.
What are you doing here?
Checking up on you. Why aren't you in bed?
Your student's still here. He's up in your office.
He can let himself out.
I might as well wait up until he's done.
He's not my student anymore. He teaches now. Bright kid.
What time is it?
Almost 1. After midnight. So happy birthday.
Dad. Thank you.
You'll ever forget.
Thank
25, I can't believe it.
you. Neither can I. Should we have some now?
It's up to you.
Yes.
Small broker?
No. The last time you tried to open champagne out here, you almost broke a window.
That was a long time ago. I resent you bringing it up.
You almost lost an eye.
25.
I feel old.
You're a kid.
Glasses?
Oh, goddamn it, I've got the glasses on.
No.
I hope you like it. I wasn't sure what to get you.
That is the worst champagne I've ever tasted.
I'll be the first to admit I don't know a thing about wines. I hate those people who go around talking about vintages.
It's not even champagne.
The bottles are right cheap.
Great Lakes Vineyards. I didn't know they made wine in Wisconsin.
You know, for a girl who's drinking from the bottle, you shouldn't complain. You don't guzzle it. It's a fine beverage. Sip.
Did you want some?
Go ahead.
Are you sure?
It's your birthday.
Happy birthday to me. Are you sure you don't want any?
What are you going to do on your birthday?
Drink this.
You're not going to spend your birthday alone.
Not alone.
I don't count.
Why not?
I'm your old man. Go out with some friends.
Right.
Your friends aren't taking you out?
Nope.
Why not?
Well, because in order for your friends to take you out, you generally have to have friends.
Oh,
It's funny how that works.
you got friends. What about that blonde? What's her name? She lives over in Allison. You used to spend every minute together.
Cindy Jacobson?
Cindy Jacobson.
That was in the 3rd grade, Dad. Her family moved to Florida in like 1983.
What about Claire?
Claire's not my friend. She's my sister. She lives in New York. I don't like her.
My advice, when I find myself awake late at night, sit down and do some mathematics.
Oh, please.
We can do them together.
No,
Why not?
because I can't think of anything worse.
You used to love it.
No, I don't.
You knew what a prime number was before you could read.
Well, now I've forgotten.
Don't waste your talent, Catherine.
You would say something like that.
I know you've had a difficult time.
Thanks.
That's no excuse. Don't be lazy.
I'm not being lazy. I've been taking care of you.
Kid, I've seen you. You sleep till noon. You eat junk. You don't work. Dishes pile up in the sink. And if you do go out, it's to buy magazines. It's to come back with a stack this high. I don't know how you read that crap. And those are the good days. Most days, you don't even get up. You don't even get out of bed.
Those are the good days.
Bullshit. They're gone. You threw them away. And who knows what else you threw away with them. The work you lost. The ideas you didn't get. The discoveries you never made because you're moping in your bed at 4 in the afternoon. You know I'm right.
So I've lost some days.
How many?
I don't know.
I bet you do.
What?
I bet you count.
Knock it off.
Well, do you know about you?
I don't.
Cut it out. How many days have you lost?
A month.
Exactly.
Around a month.
How many?
I don't know.
How many?
God damn it. I don't know.
How many days have you lost?
33 days.
Be precise, for Christ's sakes.
I slept till noon today.
Call it 33 and a quarter days.
Yes.
You're kidding.
No.
It's an amazing number.
It's a depressing number.
Catherine, if every day you say you lost for a year, that would be an interesting fucking number.
33 and a quarter years is not interesting.
Cut it out, you know what I mean?
1,729 weeks.
1,729, great number, smallest number
That's
expressible.
the sum of 2 cubes in 2 different ways.
12 cubed plus 1 cubed equals 1,729.
And 10 cubed plus 9 cubed. Yes, we get it. Thank you.
See, even your depression is mathematical. Now, stop moping. Get to work. Potential you have.
I haven't done anything good.
You're young, you've got time.
I do. By the time you were my age, you were famous.
By the time I was your age, I'd done my best work.
But what about after?
After what?
After you got sick?
What about?
Well, you couldn't work then.
No! If anything, I was sharper.
Dad.
Yeah, really!
Oh,
I was. The clarity, that was the amazing part, no doubts.
you were happy.
Yeah. I was busy.
That's not the same thing.
I don't see any difference. I knew what I wanted to do and I did it. If I wanted to work on a problem all day, I did. If I wanted to look for information, secrets, complex and tantalizing messages, I could find them all around me. In the air. In a pile of fallen leaves some neighbor rigged together. In the box stores from the paper, written in the steam coming up off a cup of coffee. The whole world was talking to me. If I wanted to close my eyes and sit quietly on the porch and listen for those messages, I did. It was wonderful.
How old were you when it started?
Mid-20s, 23, 4. Is that what you're worried about?
I've thought about it.
Growing a year older means nothing, Catherine.
It's not just growing a year older.
It's me.
I've thought about it.
Really?
How could I not?
If that's why you're worried you're not keeping up with the medical literature, there are a lot of factors involved. It's not simply something you inherit. The fact that I went bug house doesn't mean you will.
Dad.
Really, listen to me. Life happens fast in your late 20s. It shakes you up. You're feeling down. It's been a bad week. You've had a lousy couple of years. No one knows that better than me. But you're going to be okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Get busy. Get the machinery going. Stop reading all this crap. Promise you, you'll be fine. Look, the very fact that we can have this conversation is a very good sign.
A good sign?
Yes.
How could this be a good sign?
Because crazy people don't sit around wondering if they're nuts. Of course they don't. They got better things to do. Take it from me. A good sign with crazy is the inability to ask yourself the question, am I crazy?
Even if the answer is yes?
Crazy people don't ask, you see?
Yes.
So if you're asking,
I'm not.
but if you're asking, it'd be a good sign.
Good sign.
A good sign you're fine.
Right.
That was easy. Now, let's say we call it a night, you go up, get some sleep, in the morning we get going.
Wait. No.
What's the matter?
It doesn't work.
Why not?
Because it doesn't make sense.
Sure it does. Where's the problem?
The problem is, you are crazy.
What difference is that?
You admit it. You admitted that you are.
So?
So you just said that a crazy person would never admit that.
Yeah, I said it. Was.
So,
It's a point.
so how can you admit that?
Well, because I'm also dead, aren't
You died last week.
I? Heart failure, quick funerals tomorrow.
And that's why Claire's flying in from New York.
Yes.
But you're here. And you're giving me advice. You brought me champagne,
Yes.
which means,
You do?
yes,
You do, Captain, my father, but not very much. It could be a bad sign.
Who's that?
I was just turned 21 when Henry Phelps, the Sunday school superintendent, made a speech in Bindle's Opera House. The honor of the flag must be upheld, he said, whether it be assailed by a barbarous tribe of Tagalogs or the greatest power in Europe. And we all cheered and cheered the speech and the flag that he waved as he spoke. And I went to the war in spite of my father and followed the flag till I saw it raised by our camp in a rice field now in Manila. And all of us cheered and cheered, woo! But there were flies and other poisonous things, and the deadly water and the cruel heat and the sickening, putrid food, and the smell of the trench just back of the tents where soldiers went to empty themselves, and the whores who followed us full of syphilis, and the beastly acts between ourselves and alone full of bullying, hatred, and degradation among us. And the days of loathing and the nights of fear, to the hour of the charge, through the steaming swamp, following the flag, till I fell with a scream shot through the guts. And now there's a flag over me in Spoon River.
I was just turned 21. And Henry Phipps, the Sunday school superintendent, made a speech in Bindle's Opera House. The honor of the flag must be upheld, he said, whether it be assailed by a barbarous tribe of Tagalogs or the greatest power in Europe. And we cheered and cheered his speech and the flag he waved as he spoke. And I went to the war, in spite of my father, and followed the flag till I saw it raised by our camp in a rice field near Manila. And all of us cheered and cheered. But there were flies and poisonous things. And
There was the deadly water and the cruel heat and the sickening, putrid food. And the smell of the trench just back of the tents where the soldiers went to empty themselves. There were the whores who followed us, full of syphilis and beastly acts between ourselves or alone, with bullying, hatred, and degradation among us, and days of loathing and nights of fear to the hour of the charge to the steaming swamp, following the flag, till I fell with a scream sharp through the guts. Now there's a flag over me in Spoon River. A flag! A flag!
I was just turned 21. Came in bed for Sunday school superintendent and the speech at the Opera House. The honor of the flag must be upheld, he said. When it had been sailed by a barbarous tribe of Tagalogs for the greatest power in Europe. And we all cheered and cheered the speech he made, the flag he waved as he spoke. And I went to war in spite of my father and followed the flag until I saw it raised by our camp in a rice field near Manila. And all of us cheered and cheered it. There were flies and poisonous things. There was the deadly water, and the cruel heat, and the sickening putrid food, and the smell of the trench just back in the tents where the soldiers went to empty themselves. And there were the whores who followed us full of syphilis, and the beastly acts between ourselves or alone, with bullying, hatred, degradation among us, with days of loathing and nights of fear, to the hour of the charge with a steaming swamp beneath the flag, till I fell with a scream shot through the guts. Now there's a flag over each good river. A flag. Flag. ¿Cómo me quería? Ay, sí, cómo me quería. Y el primer momento que la vi, no tuve tiempo de escapar. Yo dije, después que nos casamos, ella me iba a dejar ir o me iba a divorciar. Pero muchos se mueren, nadie se da por vencido. Yo le dije que me había ido con unos amigos a chupar un ratillo, tomar un poquito. Ella dijo que todo estaba bien y que iba a regresar. Así yo regresé. Yo le dije, cuando estaba con unos amigos, estaba parrandeando y chupando, y que me habían agarrado unos piratas, me habían enchachado, y no podía escribirme. Estaba bien, hijito, no, ¿qué te pasó? Yo te voy a cuidar, te voy a cuidar. Yo dije, después de eso yo pensé, es una cosa de Dios, y no voy a dejar de ella desde que me muera. Estaba correcto.
Se fue, huyendo para un año. Y cuando regresó me dijo una historia estupidísima. Que le habían agarrado unas piratas en un lago y que lo tenían enchachado, entonces no me podía escribir. Yo pretendí creerlo. Sí, mijito, claro. Pero yo sabía la verdad. Sabía de las mujeres y de los amigos y el chupando de guaro. Una promesa es una promesa. Y el matrimonio es sagrado. Y por respeto a mi propia persona, no dejé que un sinvergüenza me humillara. No dejé que se olvidara de sus votos de matrimonio, ni su deber.
She loved me. Oh, how she loved me. I never had a chance to escape from the day she first saw me. But then after we're married, I thought she might show her mortality and let me out. Or she might divorce me. But few died. None resigned. Then I ran away and was gone a year on the lark. But she never complained. She said all would be well, that I would return. And I did return. I told her that we'll take in a row in the boat I'd been captured near Van Buren Street by pirates on Lake Michigan and kept in chains so I could not ride her. She cried and kissed me and said it was outrageous, inhuman. I then concluded our marriage was a divine dispensation and could not be dissolved except by death. I was right.
He ran away and was gone for a year. When he came home, he told me a silly story of being captured by pirates on Lake Michigan and kept in chains so he could not ride me. I pretended to believe him, though I knew very well what he was doing. I knew about the milliner, Mrs. Williams, and how he met with her every now and then when she went to the city to buy goods, as she said. But a promise is a promise, and marriage is marriage. And out of respect for my own character, I refused to be drawn into a divorce by the scheme of a husband who had merely grown tired of his marital vow and duty.
I have a message or lesson that I've learned about life that I'd like to share with all. I have studied many times the marble which was chiseled for me. A boat with a furled sail at rest in the harbor. In truth, it pictures not my destination, but my life. For love was offered me, and I shrank from its disillusionment. Sorrow knocked at my door, but I was afraid. Ambition called to me, but I dreaded the chances. And all the while, I hungered for meaning in my life. And now I know we must lift the sail and catch the winds of destiny wherever they drive the boat. To put meaning in one's life may end in madness, but life without meaning is the torture of restlessness and vague desire. It is a boat longing for the sea and death.
I lost my patronage in Spoon River from trying to put my mind in the camera to catch the soul of a person. The very best picture I ever took was of Judge Roy Summers, attorney at law. He sat upright, and he had me pause till he got his cross eye straight. And when he was ready, he said, "All right." And I overruled, and his eye turned up. And I caught him the way he used to look, and saying, "I accept."
Maurice, weep not. I'm not here under this pine tree. The balmy air of spring whispers through the sweet grass, stars sparkle, the whippoorwill calls. But thou grievest while my soul lies rapturous in the blessed nirvana of eternal light. Go to the good heart that is my husband, who broods upon what he calls our guilty love. Tell him that my love for you, no less than my love for him, brought out my destiny, that through the flesh, I went spirit. Through spirit, peace. There is no marriage in heaven, but there is love.
as the stars above. He was a man, and he done her wrong. Frankie looked over the transom, see what she could spy. There sat Johnny on the sofa, Lord, hustle loving up Nellie Bly. He was a man, but he done her wrong. Frankie went down to the hotel. She didn't go there for fun. Underneath her pretty black dress, she was told a 44 gun. He was a man, but he done her wrong. First time Frankie shot Johnny, and he let out an awful yell. Second time she shot him, Lord, it was a new man's face in hell. He was a man, but he done her wrong. Yeah. Oh yeah. Frankie and Johnny were lovers. Oh Lordy, how they could love. Swore they'd be so true to each other, true as the stars above. But he done the wrong. Said he was a man, but he done the wrong. Now he was a man, but he done the wrong.
Are you gonna make love to me or not? Are you gonna make love to me or not?
Huh? What?
Johnny.
I was just falling asleep. Come on, turn the light off. What?
It's your turn to make love to me.
I owe you one.
You owe me two already.
How do you figure I owe you two?
Last Friday, and then the Wednesday before, when Ron was over and you didn't want to make noise.
Okay, 3. Leave me alone. I'm good for it. Come on. I'm just on the move.
Johnny, come on. All right. do. Don't ever touch me again.
Alright, turn the light off and just go to sleep.
Oh, I can't. Not when I'm like this.
It's all in your head.
It is not. I feel sexy.
It's just nerves. Have a sandwich. Oh, come on, in the morning. In the morning.
I'm not interested in the morning. It's not romantic in the morning. It's romantic now.
To me, it's work.
You know, Johnny, when I owe you, you pick the time. You owe me, so I pick now.
What do you mean I picked the time? I never picked the time. Last night when we were coming home from Jersey, I offered to pull off the Pulaski Skyway and get something started. And you said no.
I am a married woman with 2 children. I'm not going to make love at the backseat of a Volkswagen.
And don't complain anymore about that variety.
Oh, Johnny. It's Saturday night. We haven't made love in 10 days. If we don't make love tonight, then there's going to be a lot of pressure on us to catch up.
Wilma, look. Come on, I'm having an unusually upsetting week, alright? Last Wednesday I was dizzy at a meeting. It was too hot to go out tonight, and I felt flushed at the party. I am just physically and mentally exhausted.
You know, you're beginning to sound like my mother complaining to my father.
Oh yeah, well you're beginning to sound like my father making sexual demands on my mother.
That's okay with me as long as he's the sexy one in the family.
I am sexier than you will ever be.
So why are you wording it?
If you didn't nag about it all the time, I wouldn't have to.
Nag? I have done everything but nag. I have suggested and implied and rubbed against you out passing. I've worn a provocative nightgown and perfumed my underwear. I've done everything to reach you except for show a stand film.
Wilma, I get the feeling you're trying to make my virility look impotent.
When did you first get that idea?
The day I married you. I was dynamite with other women.
Sure. They were lucky just to be there with the record holder of the World Championship 3-second record in intercourse.
All women in the world, I have to marry an equal-time orgasm fanatic. You read a couple ladies' home journals and all you know now is Me Too.
And why not me too?
Look, stop trying to castrate me, alright? There's too much man here. You and your Me Too's and your cockamamie career. Me and the children aren't enough for you anymore. No, now you need creative fulfillment to add meaning to your existence. Yeah, we could manage very well on one salary.
So quit your job.
You really want to take over, don't you? Yeah. Don't think I haven't noticed your new wardrobe with your new suits, with the pants and the ties, and your butch haircut.
Butch! I am more feminine than you will ever be.
You want to know how feminine you are? When we go out to a restaurant, I hold your chair. I light your cigarette. I get up from the table when you come back from the little girl's room, so you can go, waiter, check! That's feminine? Then, when I go out in the snowstorm to get a cab, you stand under the awning because, you know, you don't want to get your feet, your hair wet or your feet are cold. But if I'm not back in 2 minutes with a cab, you just run out the street and go, taxi! Yeah, look, whenever I try and treat you like a lady, you respond like Rocky Graziano.
Oh, shit. All I want is a little tenderness.
Look who wants little tenderness, Miss Locker Room Bound. You better decide whether you're a woman or a man first, then talk tenderness to me. Understand, Wilma? Or is it Willie?
You know what? Why don't you decide what you are first, and then I'll just be what's left. You think you're so masculine, don't you? Because whenever we have a problem, you just roll over and you go to sleep. Or you go get drunk with the guys. Or you act rough with me. I got news for you. Those Marine drill sergeants, they're the biggest fags in the world.
What did you say about the Corps, Wilma?
Okay. They're the biggest latent fags in the world. But they're not real men. man is caring and kind and gentle and understanding. Sweet.
Wait, and then what's a woman?
A woman is brave and strong and capable and...
And what?
A woman should be brave and strong in certain situations. Like when her husband is tough towards her, then she has to be tough towards him. But otherwise, a woman wants to be worshipped and admired, put up on a pedestal. And then she can come down off that pedestal anytime she wants because she is independent. And she can get right back up on the pedestal because she's not a slave anymore. And ultimately, a woman wants to be taken care of.
Excuse me, is that taken care of up on the pedestal or down off the pedestal?
I don't know. I don't know what a woman is. I don't even see any difference between us anymore.
Okay, tell you what, next week for your birthday, I'll take you down for some hormone shots.
You know what you need is a major transplant.
You know why you're so confused? Because you forgot who I am and who you are. I'm the man, and you're just the woman, and the man is the boss. You said so yourself when we got married.
No, I said, as I was humoring you, if it's so important to you, I would let you be the boss.
What do you mean, let me be the boss? I am the boss.
Don't be juvenile. There's no boss. There is no boss, and that's final. I want to hear another word about this. We are equal.
We're equal, are we?
Yes, we're equal.
Okay, equal. Let's just see how equal we are. Come on, equal. Come on.
What are you doing? Enough!
Let's go a couple rounds, equal. Come on.
What are you doing? Cut it out.
Come on.
Cut it out. Stop. Let me go.
You're my equal. Why don't you let yourself go?
Stop it.
Who's the boss?
Is no boss.
Who's the boss?
I am.
Who's the boss?
Come on, you're hurting me. You're gonna wake up the children.
Who's the boss?
You can torture me, but I won't say it.
Who's the boss?
You are.
Who won?
You. Shithead.
That doesn't bother me because the fight's all over and I won. And I'm the boss. Now be a good little loser and go to bed. Good night, loser.
I'm sitting on the couch. I am not happy, John. Say you're sorry. Get your ass in here. All right, I'll sleep in here. As far as I am concerned, we are not married. We are estranged. I don't want to know you. I don't want to talk to you. I'm sure that really upsets you, doesn't it? Huh? You waited 30 years to find the right girl to withdraw from. You know what your problem is? The only woman you've ever loved is your mother.
Watch it, Wilma.
That's true, John. If you are so afraid of being castrated all the time, why don't you take that fear to its original source? Yeah, and then you and your dad, you can make a special call on your grandmother. Just leave me out of this old business. God, I am sick and tired of being the well-adjusted one around here. And that transplant, it wouldn't take.
That's it. That's it. It's over. It's over. It's over and you blew it, Wilma. That's right. You wanna know why? Because you're sick. Yeah, you're a real sicko. Reader's Digest psychology. Yeah, a real sicko.
Where do you think you're going?
Away from your mouth.
Oh, God, no, you don't.
Try and stop.
John.
Keep away from me.
Come on.
Keep away from me.
John, I'm upset.
Don't go into your little girl act. You know you're a rock.
Get out! Get out!
Fine. Watch me. Give me some money.
Money? You have $40 on you today!
I bought lunch.
You're supposed to buy lunch!
I don't care.
I didn't even want to have sex with you tonight. I just wanted you to take me in your arms and hold me. You're a big bully. Is it too much to ask you to take me in your arms and hold me?
Why did you let Neil Framers look up your dress tonight?
What?
Why did you let Neil Framers look up your dress tonight? At Dick and Sandra's tonight, you let Neil Framers look right up your dress.
Didn't?
Don't tell me you didn't. You spent all night long sitting like this.
Johnny, I don't even know who Neil Framers is.
He was sitting right across from you, except a little bit to the left. And then you shifted your weight and he shifted his. I'd stand right behind him, except a little bit to the right. And from there, I could see your garter belt, so I'm sure he saw a lot more.
I'm sure you're imagining that.
Don't tell me I'm imagining that, okay? Because when he got up to use the John, he asked Mark Cosgrove to watch his seat.
I'm sorry. I always wear panty slips so nobody can see anything.
You want everyone to see your pants?
No.
Keep your legs crossed. My biggest account. For 2 years. I've been working on it and they turn around and give it to someone else. My biggest account.
What are you talking about?
I lost Xerox.
Oh no.
I spent $300 on lunches on that purchasing agent and he turned around and knifed me.
I'm sorry. I didn't know.
It's not even the money that's important to me. It's something more than that. If I can't be #1 in aluminum tubing, I don't even want it. You want me to have sex with you? I'm lucky I can even stand up. You don't know what it's like to be a man. You work, but you know, you're a mother and a wife, so anything else that you do, anything extra is just gravy. No one's pointing the finger at you. Everyone's standing around watching me, waiting for me to fall on my ass. You go to a party and sit like this.
Johnny.
Well, it makes me feel like nothing. Like a blob. Hey, she's married to that Sokolova Xerox. You used to take care of me. You used to adore me. You used to make me little valentines. You used to give me a bath, and you loved it. You used to give me all the ammunition I need to go out there and be a man. And now I gotta do it by myself. And it's hard, Wilma. It's really hard.
I'm sorry. I'll try to be more sensitive. I had no idea that your sex drive was so dependent on your sales volume. I'll try to be understanding, but you frighten me. You tell me that I'm not feminine. I'm feminine, John. I am. Aren't I? I love you. Do you forgive me? Do you forgive me?
You called me a shithead.
I didn't mean it. Please forgive me.
Who's the boss? Who's the man?
You are.
Who's the woman?
I am.
Who's the boss?
You know, you really should give that up. It's a very baby thing.
Wilma! About time. The man, the woman has stayed home with their chores and their children, and the man has gone out and contended the elements and hunted the buffalo. And he would bring the buffalo back home, and the woman would prepare it for him. That's just the way it's always been.
Johnny, I hate to tell you this, but the buffalo are gone. There are no more buffalo.
I don't mind that you're smarter than me about certain things. And every now and then you have a little more imagination. And sometimes you say wittier things than me, but Wilma, look. You want me to have a happy marriage, and you want to be my friend, then you have to acknowledge that the man is the stronger one. Wilma, you have to surrender to me first, and then I'll be king of the jungle. But as king, I will rule with tenderness. But I can't rule tenderly unless you surrender to me first.
I surrender. Now make up with me. Oh, look at that $1 million face. Isn't he adorable? You're my big, strong teddy bear kid what I loves. And I'm just the weak little surrendering baby bear what you loves.
Okay.
Give a woof. Come on. Give a woof.
Woof.
Does you woof me?
Oh, I woof you.
Oh, then kiss me like the bears do.
Woof. Woof.